Good morning, my Periscope, teenager and young adult tribe. This is Coach Lily back with you this morning, helping you to be the very best you that you can be. I want you to tap that screen, get somebody else on with us this morning. And for anybody else that's on, please get this message to your teenagers and anybody else that might need it. And the messages are loaded up at Coach Lily for you. I'm having problems seeing my people down in the bottom, but thank you so much for being on this morning. Let me see how I can get everything moved up. Okay, that's better for me. That is better for me. I hope we're rolling now. Welcome. First day. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, I usually try and get right into the message because I know teenagers are, every minute counts with them. And I try to be add as much value as I can in as less time as I can. So I want you to swipe that screen, everybody. Let somebody else know that you're on. And whenever you're not able to get the Periscope messages at 10 on Monday mornings, we'll load it up on YouTube at Coach Lily. That's Coach Lily, the number 4 and the letter U. Now, I'm able to do life coaching with teenagers, and I've been doing it several days this past week for the ones that have secured my assistance. Now, we've been spending some time talking about sports and other things that excite teenagers. So we got on the issue of ball games, basketball, baseball, football, and those games. So I was able to take several of those words and phrases and to use as analogies to the real life situations that we talk about. Now, I got the topic for our Periscope message from one of my young clients, and we were talking about, he said to me, Coach Lily, you got to have your head in the game. All these sports are thinking games. You got to be thinking all the time. That means, what am I going to do when the ball comes to my hand? Or what am I going to do when I get that ball in my hand? So my question to my teenagers and young adults is the same thing in life. What are you going to do with situations that come to you in life? What are you going to do with the things that happen? What are you going to do with the things that don't happen? So we talked about those. And then we talked about position. That was one of the words some of the clients were talking about. The position that people play on these games. And my life coach experience, I want to know from my teenagers and young adults is, where are you? Where are you positioning yourself in life? Are you doing what you need to be doing? Are you where you need to be in this game of life? We're still talking about keep your head in the game. That's my teenage slogan to me. So we talked about responsibility. That was a wonderful thing that we talked about during the games. Every player knows and understands their responsibility. So that was a big topic that we spent some time on. We talked about teamwork. We talked about supporting each other. We talked about protecting the people on our teams. And that's the same thing we do in the game of life, teenagers and young adults. We protect, we support those people that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. The people in our family, the people in our neighborhood, in our communities, on our jobs, in our churches, everywhere we are. And that's pretty much our civic responsibility. We're protecting the people that we come in contact with, the people on our team in this game of life. We're still talking about keep your head in the game. And we're talking about the game of life. Thank you for the hearts. I see hearts. Thank you so much. Wow. That really made me feel good. We talked about scoring. We talked about making points. That's what games are all about. And that's what it's about in life. All the way in Nigeria. Okay? That's what it's about all over the world. We're talking about keeping our head in the game. Yes, life. We're talking about the parts of the game that we play when we're talking about staying in the game of life. Now, what I want to say is that games, people are always preparing for them. They're studying the opponent. They're getting ready for them. They're doing things that will promote and help them to score. Now, each time we talked about sports, we talked about coaches. Yeah, you need coaches, players, and how they assess the games. And what I want to say to you, my teenagers, young adults, is this. The game of life. The game of life. What you do to get ahead, how you play the game. Each of these sports we talked about coaches and players and how they assess the games. And what I want to say to you, teenagers and young adults, is life is the analogy of a game we play. You cannot say whether you are going to play or you're not going to play. You can't opt out. The one thing that you can do is make some decisions in how you play. And that's pretty much what our life coaches do. We try to help you to set your goals and figure out what kind of success you want. Position yourself so that you can be successful in however you want to accomplish goals in your life. Now, what I want to say to teenagers at the end of this Periscope message today is to keep your head in the game of life. And we're only saying continue to be thinking. Keep thinking, what can I do to make life better for me? This is life. This is my life. Every game is a thinking game. Teenagers and young adults, Periscope Tribe, keep your head in the game of life. This has been Life Coach Lily this morning. This has been Life Coach Lily. Thank you for attending the class this morning. And I'll try to be back Monday at 10 of next week, helping you to be the very best you that you can be each week. And please check us out on the YouTube. There are a lot of little clips about a lot of other little ideas that will take you a long ways on your journey. That's Coach Lily for you. Coach Lily, the number 4 and the letter U. Please subscribe to our channel. Until next week, stay in this game of life. Score points for you. It's all about you, my teenage and young adult Periscope Tribe. Go get this week.